Good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight here on WABG. I'm Dan Kerness. 6 hopefuls vying for Mississippi's Speaker of the House are trying to solidify their position, and they know to win the seat, they will need support from most, if not all, 36 African-American House members. Davis Brister reports tonight the Legislative Black Caucus will play a huge part in electing the Speaker in January. That was Davis Brister reporting. Now, Billy McCoy, a Democrat, is considered the front runner for the post. He has already been interviewed, and so has Bobby Moody and Warner McBride. Steve Holland, John Moore, and Joe Warren will interview in the coming weeks. Delta students are getting a first-hand lesson in politics this week from people who definitely know the game. So it's back to school for American legislators across the country and, of course, here in the Delta. 6 on Your Side reporter Tanya Carter tagged along with a LaFleur County senator for the inside story.
At Amanda L's side.
Senator David Jordan will continue his motivational tour visiting more Delta schools throughout the week. African-American parents at one Delta high school feel that some of the girls there are not getting a fair shot at making the homecoming court. At Riverside High, the student body vote decides who will be on the court, and the school is made up of primarily white students. Now, some parents say something should be done to ensure that the entire student body is represented.
We feel that we should come in court.
Riverside Principal Aubrey Ray had no comment for WABG on the subject today. However, 6 on Your Side did speak with Superintendent Larry Green at length. And according to Green, 7 out of the last 13 homecoming queens at Riverside High School were, in fact, African American. For the second year in a row, Mississippi Valley State University now has more students on its campus. Preliminary data shows that Valley's total head count jumped by 14.5%, or 4,000 students for the fall semester. Now, university officials are caught between celebrating the growth spurt and scrambling to accommodate the students. Officials say they see the growth as a sign of vitality for the school that less than a decade ago was also shut down by the state's College Board. Also tonight, officials in Indianola are putting together their heads to make the $10 million B.B. King Museum a reality. Today, city and state leaders met with members of the B.B. King Foundation to discuss plans for the museum and ways to raise funding. The museum will be built on a 2.3-acre site on 2nd Street, just east of the Indianola Police Department. And so far, $500,000 has been raised locally, but the foundation says Indianola must raise at least $1 million on its own before getting the rest of the money through national efforts.
The community.
The foundation says it hopes to open the museum by 2005, just a couple years from now. Also new tonight at 10, the Blues Fest is this weekend, but tonight it's all about that jazzy lady, Renee Marie. Yes, she is back this year for her second straight performance at the annual Jazz Tribute to the Blues, put on by the Greenville Delta Symphony and the Arts Council. Delta folks packed the E.E. Bass Cultural Arts Center tonight to hear jazz artist Renee Marie live in concert. Marie is described as a dynamic, powerful, and sultry singer, and she's even been compared to Ella Fitzgerald and other jazz greats. Pretty impressive. Organizers say having artists of Marie's caliber play live here in the Port City is great for the community.
People who exception.
Loving says Marie's concert is the first of 4 planned for the symphony season. Also set to play The Swing Machine, Pops in the Park, and the Miles Family from Kosciuszko. To become a member, patron, or sponsor of the Delta Symphony, contact membership chairman Terry Lane or any other board member at the E.E. Bass Auditorium. One Delta high school has made it to the top once again this year. The Leland High School has been accredited as a level 5 school, the best in the business. But Leland High says it is not stopping there. Ryan Evans reports.
It's real nice.
On your side. Now, not all schools in the Leland School District made the level 5 mark. Leland Elementary is level 3 and Leland Middle School is level 4. Still ahead tonight, see the latest pictures of Hurricane Isabel's devastating winds and high seas in action on the east coast of North Carolina. Also, find out what police know about the man who held a number of community college students and their professor hostage in a Tennessee classroom. Those stories and more after tonight's first forecast with meteorologist Christopher Mathis.
80s.
All right, Chris, looks like a decent weekend, I guess.
Yeah, it should be a real nice weekend with most of the rain holding off till Monday, I think.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks a lot. And you heard Chris say that Hurricane Isabel has now been downgraded to a tropical storm, but that was not before she had her eye on North Carolina earlier today. We'll show you the latest pictures of the storm's damaging winds, floods, and high seas. Also, we'll update you on yesterday's hostage situation at a Tennessee community college where a man kept students and a professor after class at gunpoint. Stick around. Welcome back, everybody. The eye of Hurricane Isabel made landfall along the outer banks of North Carolina today, just south of Ocracoke Island, with winds up to 100 miles an hour. In fact, we heard Christopher Mathis talking about that. Let's take a look.
Carolina.
Also across America tonight, police in Tennessee are still trying to determine what motivated a man to enter a college classroom and take about a dozen people hostage. Dean Reynolds reports it led to a long standoff that ended in the death for the gunman. Sports with Andrew Harrison is next. And Drew, it's only Thursday, but we got football in the Delta. How'd the game look tonight?
Pretty good. Certainly have to keep an eye on Tina Gordon.
Now, you said she wants to get to the Winston Cup Series of NASCAR. How could she do that?
I think keep on winning in the Craftsman Series. That's probably the best bet for her right now.
Find yourself a sponsor and just get moving. All right, we got to go. We'll be right back. Sorry we're out of time, but thanks for watching tonight. For Andrew Harrison and Christopher Mathis, I'm Dan Kerness. See you again tomorrow.